We gotta shred some ghosts. You just do the singing, I'll take care of the hard part. Let's get it on! I wanna be the best there ever was. To put them all
Hello
to
there.
rest, yeah. That's my cause.
Hello there. Hello there. Jeez, it's like, what? Were you guys like waiting in chat or something? Hello, Riley, Shadowstorm, Milish Cat. Hello, my friends.
I am doing it at all.
I gotta figure something out here. Who's been shouting me out?
And killing the tunes. The boot dropping the temperature like the beat.
Princess! DD, how you doing? You are actually waiting. I love that. I do that too with my favorite streamers, Riley. So don't. Yeah, I do that too with my favorite streamers. Like when Artemis used to stream, I used to be in her chat 5 minutes before she was live. I do the same thing with Chaos and Tony, Val Malapart, Doc, Rain. When I know she's going live, I'm there 5 minutes beforehand. That's alright, DD. You just being here and lurking is plenty enough. I appreciate you just being here, DD. Yeah, I would platonically stalk her. Yep. Yeah, I had to break my hyperfocus this morning. My hyperfocus was very much on space engineers. I was like, okay, you know what? Blitzcat's got the right idea. I'm trying to build a ship to get myself into space and back down to the planet reliably, so that I could bring materials up there and start building a build platform up there to build my space station. But the weather on the planet that I'm on, it's like every 15 minutes, the planet's trying to kill me. So, it's like, why don't you build a build hangar? Like, it'd be huge. And that's a great idea. And I started working on it. And, I almost forgot to hit the live button. Boomster, hello! We're looking for tickets at a board game convention in September. Nice, nice. All right, I've got to hit the first 3 minutes of ads, because if I don't hit them now, Twitch is just going to run them in a minute 30. So we're going to run 3 minutes of ads. Go. Grab yourself your coffees, your hot beverages of choice, cold beverage of choice. Whatever you want of choice. And I'll be back in 3 minutes. Yeah, I haven't been live for 15 minutes yet. Albiro is always ahead of the game, but Pokemon Community Game takes 15 minutes. Well, you have to be live for 15 minutes before the bot sends the Pokemon. But always throw that ball, just on the off chance that you can catch it. Alright, be right back. 3 minutes, everybody.
Whiteboard covered in soft-stained graphs, writes burger math while the family laughs. Says control group plain no cheese, then torches up a melt to test the please. Grabbing down the science guy, turns taco night into here's why. Every bite an experiment, he's running tests on the condiment. Grabbing down the science guy, says taste that data, don't be shy. At the table we hypothesize. Grabbing down the science guy. Stopwatch clicking as the noodle spin, says optimal texture
You, at first, did you know you can't resub with Prime on mobile? It's me. Well, I say, good day to you, Prime on good day to you, mobile. Good day. Been attempted to cosplay again this year. Twice in 1 year is either a great or horrible. Riley, my question is, are you gonna have fun? My second follow-up question to that is it something you enjoy doing? And if you answer yes to both of those, then I don't see why cosplaying twice a year is a bad idea. So at first I was, pardon, love? Oh yeah, no, it does. Cosplaying, I'm gonna say cosplaying is akin to being a comedy streamer doing horror games. It's exhausting. It takes a lot of energy, and then if you're like my friend Artemis here, who has the VTube, it is physically demanding because you have to over-exaggerate every facial movement shift just to get that avatar to capture the movement properly. So I can relate to the cosplay thing taking a lot of energy. Yeah, I remember art. It's too hot in my office right now. I can't go in there on my flesh feet away from the business. Well, I mean, a case of melting flesh is definitely one way of losing weight. I wouldn't advise it, but I mean, you definitely come out lighter, right? What? Yeah, Riley, it has been a year. I missed it! I missed the transition. Wizard, hello, my friend. How you doing? All right. Well, speaking of things that we enjoy and we love here, where was I going with that thought? I was clicking on that off. There we go. So, I've kind of fallen in love with this game called The Elder Gods. This entire series has been one of those ones where, like, I really want to play it. And normally I would play it, like, okay, I'm going to leave it until play it on Monday and so forth. But you know what? No. I'm going to, we're going to play through the Call of the Elder Gods. And then once we're done with this, we're going to jump back into Resident Evil. Because I'm enjoying Resident Evil. However, I think I royally screwed up my save with Resident Evil by saving the way that I have. And we may have to do a restart on it. But we'll figure that out. So we're going to play some more Call of the Elder Gods. Well, yeah, I knew I would enjoy it too, Art. I knew I would enjoy it too. I knew I would enjoy it too. Because I've enjoyed the lore of it.
Ember has arrived.
Hello, Ember. How you doing? Ember, Militia Cat may now have something that starts with a P and the second word with a C. She's got to figure that out. Maybe you two should talk. I knew I would enjoy playing the Resident Evil games. It's just been, it's 30 years of, horror history that... No, I didn't. I didn't do anything, Militia Cat. I didn't. I did nothing. You can't prove it. The reason why I never actually got into playing the Resident Evil games was when they first came out. One, I didn't have a PlayStation, and then when I wasn't living at home, I was homeless for several months, so I really couldn't afford to have a PlayStation. And then by time I've got myself, pulled myself up by my bootstraps, and I was working, and I had a roof over my head and a place of my own, and I could buy consoles, stuff like that. I went down the PC gaming route instead, and completely forgot about the Resident Evil games. I enjoyed the movies. I've enjoyed the TV series. I've enjoyed. I think there was an anime for it. Like I've enjoyed the world and the lore and like digging into it. But now I'm actually getting a chance to play the games, and I'm actually enjoying them. And yeah, Artemis, I am playing the Resident Evil games with a controller. So when we're done with Call of the Elder Gods, I will be returning back to Jill Valentine, and we're gonna see if we can find some more save ribbons and progress through that game. You've only watched the first Resident Evil movie. I recommend watching them all. The last two get really weird, Riley. Um, and I do mean they get really weird, but the first three are okay. The first one's really good. The second one is pretty good. The third one it's pretty solid. Was based off of Jill, and then they brought Jill into the movies. Yeah, well, Alice was like a mix of Jill Valentine and Ada Wong, like in terms of her skill sets, right? Um, like the what is it? The fourth Resident Evil movie is the director's is a director's love letter to his wife Mila Jovovich. Um, I know they brought Ada in too. Alice is a character, a unique character for the lore, and I like that. And then the fifth one was Mila Jovovich's love letter to her fashion life. You don't claim the movie Leon? Wait, was Leon in the movie at some point? I thought that was Chris Redfield. I know we don't talk about the Whiskers version of the movie version of Whiskers. He's yeah, yeah. Paul W.S. Anderson's love letter to Mila Jovovich was the fourth movie, and then the fifth one was yeah her fashion line showcase type thing. That's why they get a little weird. Yeah, I call them Whiskers. Yeah. Which is ironic because the man can't grow a beard. I appreciate the lurk. Ember, you have good luck on your training. So yeah, we're gonna jump into more of Call of the Elder Gods. I'm gonna put a pinned message here. Let's see. The talking over game dialogue. I wish I could do two, but you can only do one. He was in the one that starts out in Simulation Tokyo, but no, he wasn't because that. Yep, Leon is a very specific character, and the movie. I don't think the movies have ever captured him properly, or the TV series if he's been in them. I think it's ever been captured outside of the video games correctly. Warning. This game contains images of Nazi iconography and World War II propaganda posters. Totally spelled that wrong. There we go. Do that, and we're going to pin this until the end of stream. There we go. All right, yeah, so just a reminder, I don't talk over the dialogue in the game because I want you guys to be able to hear the characters and not me over it, and it's actually really, really good. The other thing is as we came into the current chapter we're on, my beard is curling weird because of the humidity. Thank you for the lurk, Brissy. We discovered that we are at a World War II Nazi secret lab, and it does have iconography and World War II propaganda posters all over the place. So, and I am self-centering myself when I do read some of the messages in the game from it. So just to let you guys know, give you a bit of a heads up there if that is a bit triggering for you. I try to not linger on the images. Not that I'm ignoring them, but you know, honestly, I think we shouldn't forget the events and history of World War II, but we should push, you know, that aspect of it into the annals of history. Hey, buddy. Good afternoon. How are you?
Tired.
Yeah, it's like almost 11 o'clock and you're just waking up. I'm sorry to hear that, Mercy. You take care of yourself, my friend. So, we're going to jump in and we're going to play some more of this game here. I'm absolutely in love with it. Yes, he's finally awake. Which is odd, because he usually is one of the first ones up in the house. Wizard, you don't seem to understand. My son is the boy who is up at like 6 a.m. If he's sleeping in, it's him sleeping into like 7:30 a.m. And he doesn't have an alarm clock set. He's got no alarm. He just wakes up. Yeah, so he's really slept in and he's still tired. Okay. So we had just opened the door. We solved the puzzle of the door numbers. There's Henry. And we had to kind of like bait this thing and trap it along. Me too, Wizard. I think as we get older, it just happens. So now we're gonna push forward Project Kronos. The story is really good in this game. They did a phenomenal job. Ooh, a Riolu. Riolu. It's a Riolu. My brother got the twins ready and they're out with the Resprite worker. I don't have to think about stuff. Family is great that way. Again, with the Aragorn door opens. I am here! Kneel before me, false king of Gondor. Oh. Apparently we just completed chapter 4.
What is this place? It looks like the heart of Project Kronos.
Could be. Do you think we gave that horrid thing the slip?
I really hope so. After seeing what that black smoke can do to humans, I wouldn't want... What the hell? How did that thing get out?
No time for questions now. Run, Professor! Run! Quick, the bunker door.
Help me close it, Evangeline! Damn it. That was close.
That was close.
I hope this chamber is shut tight.
If not, we'd better find another exit. Otherwise, we're trapped in here.
Wolfie, hello! So, I guess we were like right at the end of chapter 4 when we ended last night. I was like, you know what? It feels like there's more to this chapter. Like when I ended stream yesterday. It felt like there was more to do, but apparently we were just like walk through a door and approach another door. So yeah, that's on me, but you never quite know when a chapter is going to end. Now we're on chapter 5. We might actually finish this game today. And that is something else I'm going to start doing. Instead of playing a different game every day of the week, I'm going to finish, continue playing that game and finish playing it. Yeah, we call that quick progression. Yeah, we do. So if I start a game, I'm gonna keep playing that game until we finish that game. Um, just so that there's a bit of reliability on what is going to be coming down the line there. We might take breaks between games to play stuff like The Other Side or Ghost Exiles, something like that. And then there might be days where I'm just like, you know what, I want to hunt ghosts or play something like Space Engineers, and we'll do that. But I'm gonna try to like finish a game in one stretch as opposed to making like a weekly episodic thing, unless that's what you guys are enjoying. You looked like you were having fun last night, Wizard. I like that. I love that for you. So if you are enjoying me playing the games in more like a weekly episodic bit, let me know. If you'd like to see them being completed, in one run. Oh yeah, definitely. Funnel Runners. I would definitely play some Funnel Runners, Casper. Definitely. Let me know. Did you goofing around? Got the. I saw that you got Abigail to turn across on command. That's like me getting Victoria to hunt on command. You like the weekly episode things? Okay. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put up a poll.
Evie recognized the gigantic creature at once. It was the same one she had seen in her visions.
Look at the size of that creature.
Harry remained silent. He was in shock, but not because the sight of that creature bewildered him. Quite the opposite. Something about it felt disturbingly familiar.
That's Amigo. Labyrinthine was a lot of fun last night. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of running around. There was a lot of screaming. It even got me. The monsters even got me and startled me a couple of times. One of them actually, real quick, one of them actually managed to catch me off guard and startle me so much I almost swore at it. You're so done with today. It's the only good thing I'm going to have is home time. I'm looking forward to you getting some downtime, Wolfie. I am. You the streamers, I'm here for you. Thank you, Casper. Thank you. I wanted, like, I don't mind doing the episodic thing. Yeah, the sounds were getting me, Artemis. I rely heavily on sounds for like directional orientation, and the creatures' sounds were coming through the walls, which is intentional. Boo! Hey, Tony! Boo! You currently shop getting 5 of 18 wheels. That's not fun. Here. How you doing, Tony? How'd the rest of your TOS games go last night? I'm sorry, Riley. I mean, you could always like give me if I don't mind, Riley. I'll say this now. I do not mind adapting myself, for the community a little bit. So if there are things that really get you, really bother you that I'm doing, or I say, right, you can always let me know, right? I am, if nothing more, I am, if nothing but accommodating with, my friends in the community around me. Wolfie 3 streams, look at you go! Don't worry, we have Grub and approved censorship bars. You can run around as streaking as you want, and everyone will just see Tiny black bar following you around, making sure that your naughty bits are covered, and then there's the blue screen of death. Well, that's it. Thanks for everybody. Shadowstorm just crashed the stream. We'll be back when I fix my computer. And now we have a hunt. Everybody hide. Yeah, the sounds were really good last night. There were moments where I stopped what I was doing because I could hear the creatures, and I couldn't place where they were coming from. And then I realized that the way that they were doing, the sounds were passing through the walls, was actually giving me I was starting to use the creatures to determine that there was actually passageways on the other side of that wall. So I started using the sounds that way. Who got Riley? No. Wizard, how could you?
So the Nazis called the black smoke things polyps.
That bastard Saul has disappeared with the tome and has left the polyp loose. He has doomed us all. We never should have trusted him. No, you shouldn't have. Dalamer's mind link device functioned, but the creature refuses to communicate with us. It merely repeats the same unintelligible gibberish again and again. We have managed to isolate 2 words, Nakotis and Dr. West.
They're talking about a tome here.
That book they're talking about. It must have been the one Bowen had me decipher back in Providence.
Yay, you're all alive again! After breaching the craft, Stahl and his men discovered a massive tome within. We do not know whether it is a logbook of some... Sully, I was reading. Do you mind? I mean, seriously. Seriously, Stahl. We do not know whether it is a logbook of some sort or an instruction manual. In any case, it is written in an unknown language. I must attempt to decipher it. I appreciate it, Riley. I should look through the Tangier ones and see if I can if there's any more like jump scare ones that go up there. If you guys have any favorite ones, please let me know. Pass me the messages in Discord or your favorite messaging means.
Apparently, the Nazis tried to communicate with that creature.
Since no panel or sensor of any kind is present on the craft, the creature does not appear anatomically equipped to produce sounds. No, they don't have mouths. My theory is that it controls the vessel by means of some sort of cerebral alignment. Yeah, they're psychics. I have designed a prototype apparatus to, in essence, attune to the creature's brain activity. This should enable direct communication with it. The procedure entails identifying 4 distinct cerebral wave frequencies inherent to the human brain, designated A, B, C, and D, which correspond to those observed in the frozen specimen 1, 2, 3, and 4. I shall seek General Aldar's authorization for its construction. I like the Monsters Inc. one. It's actually a lot of fun, and it does get me at times. It does get me at times, especially when I'm hyper focused or whatnot. And they do like take up my entirety of my screen too, like right over the game. So that alignment, 4 different brainwaves. Okay, we got up here. Well, let's look down here a bit more. He's a big boy. It's like me and the drop command in Tony's streams. I wait very patiently.
Looks like this message never got sent.
Okay, don't make your bed. Take a day off. I mean, it's one of the beauties of being an adult. You can choose not to make your bed today. Just, accept, that you accept that you're gonna, have a messy bed. Oh, well, if there's a bunch of stuff in it, then you probably want to clean the stuff out. Yeah. Are they really going to shut the program down? How can they be so foolish? Otto understood our vision. If the Fuhrer will not believe in what we are doing, I shall find someone who will.
Hello there.
Iris, hello, how you doing? This is the way we came... No, we didn't come in this way. Look, I found a Phasma hiding spot. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm having a good week, a good day. I'm jumping back in and playing some more of Call of the Elder Gods, which is a game that I have absolutely in love with. I love their, like, they have a very refreshing take on how the how to, like, explore the Cthulhu mythos. Okay.
This seat is what the Nazis used to try to communicate with the creature.
All right, there's no time to waste. Try connecting me to that machine, Professor.
Evie knew perfectly well that the professor was about to rattle off a whole list of reasons why they shouldn't go through with it, but she had neither the time nor the patience to listen to them.
And before you say anything, yes, Professor, we have to do it. Because we're trapped in here. And yes, Professor, it does have to be me. Because I'm the one who has dreamed of that creature. And the one who understands its language. I know you're trying to protect me. But I need you to trust me. Just this once?
Before the argument had even started, Harry had to concede defeat.
You're impossible, do you know that?
Yeah, she's impossible, but she's 100% right, and, yeah. Have a seat!
That seems to power the machine connected to the chair. You can sit down, Evangeline.
Have a seat! Alright. So... I feel like I'm missing some clues here. Yeah, you just sit right there, Evangeline. I'll be back. We looked at that. I'm amazed half this machinery still works. Okay, what we got down here? Robovass, everybody grab your Pokeballs. You want to use Geo Ball, Magna Ball, Heavy Ball if you do not already have this Pokemon.
This looks like the entrance to that.
Harry finally resigned himself to their situation, bizarre as it was.
Flying saucer. But it's sealed shut.
Alright, and then we got what? Big Boy here. No interactions with Big Boy. Nothing over here. We read that. Okay. We came down here and there was nothing back there. Okay. Alright. Looks like we're gonna pull the lever there, Gronk. Make sure it's the right lever. Or we could barbecue Evie's brain.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
It's between Evangeline and that creature.
Alright, so A1, B1. Alright, so we got B1, good. So let's start with A. A2. A3. A3, okay. A4. Nope. Give me the cord. Man, I miss... No, I don't want D. I want C. I miss cables like this. Okay, C2. C3.
Another brainwave match.
Good.
Okay, so can we have multiple? That. That. There's another one, B to 2, so that gives us that. That's a square wave. So is that. Those are signs and those are squares. Alright, D. D1. Buy yourself a snack. Make your bed. Alright, if you make your bed, you can buy yourself a snack, Riley. Okay. So D3, C4, D4. Yeah, C4, D4, and B2 and B3 are the same. Alright, so if I go here...
Geeignet means suitable, and untauglich means unsuitable.
It must refer to the brain waves.
Okay, so if we need to match them, we want, let's try B2 and D3. And then what? We have A3 and C2. No, okay. A3, okay, what about B2, D3, B2, D3. C4 and D4. What's A? A and C. Okay, can we do anything with the B's? The only match, if I'm looking at matches, B2 and D3 are the only matches. A3, C2, A3, C2, yeah, we got that. Then B2 and B4. B2 and D3 are matches, okay. Whee! We can't do any matches with A. There is no A set? Is there an extra A? A1, A2, A3, and A4. Nothing. Okay. So alignment, 4 different brainwaves. 4 different ones? Okay, so A3, B1. That's A3. Let's go B1. Get that. C4 and D4. That one there, plus that one. And then that one. That one. Hang on. D4. Oh, I want C. I want C4, D3, B1. B1 is that. C4 would be that, and then D3. There we go.
Looks like everything is set. So whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
You push the button, and I stop talking.
Evie found herself, in the literal blink of an eye, in a completely different place. And it would happen to her more than once that day. As she tried to figure out what was happening, a strange but familiar voice startled her.
Evie. Velkonul. Nakartun. Vekra.
I have been waiting for you for millions of years, it said.
Are you?
I am the great engineer of Nicotis. After
Migo.
so much trouble, Evie was finally before the great engineer. It was her one chance to ask everything she needed to know.
Why did you choose me?
Why me? Why did you choose me?
It wasn't me. It was Dr. West who chose you.
What? But what am I supposed to do? I'm just...
You can close the loop. You must close the loop.
Okay, what do you want from
I
me?
need answers. What do you want from me? What do you want me to do?
Everything is set. You must close the loop.
Close the loop? What are you talking about?
Take my ship. Travel to Nicotis, the Nicotis of your time. Stop, Bowen. My race will be saved.
Okay. We get to fly a spaceship.
I can understand your language. How is that possible?
Your mind in my body. My mind in your body.
How is... When did that happen?
When you were in Nicotis. The Nicotis of my time.
Let's get a package, everybody.
Do you want me to... Is there any way I can set you free?
You will do it when you close the loop. Or maybe you did it when you closed the loop. The complex Yithian language made no distinction between verb tenses. Therefore, that sentence could be understood as an instruction given in the past, present, and future alike.
750 Club. Very nice.
Stay a while and listen.
Well, welcome to the Grubbin family. We have anonymous follow, so we'll never call you out if you want to stay in a while and listen. Come chat and say hello. Yeah, my wife just got a package. She won a t-shirt from one of her favorite streamers, Shambuki. Here, let me go big screen for you.
Hello there.
Hello, Aladar. So here you go. She won a shirt. A little bit up there. You go. Check that out.
Hello there.
Run
Night
together,
Dragon, hello.
We finish together.
I love that. Yeah, she won a shirt for it. Absolutely great. She also won one of Dahlia's mugs a while back. But I love that shirt.
I love the color too.
Well, I gotta like figure out, like how to modify my logo and maybe just put it on, do a shirt for it or something like that. We gotta look into that. I do like the idea that Chiba's got too, right? Like he's doing like the band shirt thing, right? I love that idea. I was thinking might do something similar, borrow from Chiba there, and just do like the community on the back of it, and like this whole like the tour locations or something like that. Yeah, maybe it might do something like that. We'll talk. All right. I won one from your favorite Faz partner, so yes. Awesome, Riley. Proud of you. Keep it up. All right. Where is Nicotis?
But how am I going to do that? Where is the Nicotis of my time?
You need to remember its location. Remember.
Remember it? How?
Cheers to you, Night Dragon.
Hearing that, Evie was left speechless. Follow Everhart's instructions. Evie didn't have time to ask another question, because in the blink
Hello
of an
there.
eye,
She was free.
found herself once again in that stone city from her dreams, millions of years in the past. Except now she knew it wasn't
I
a
almost-
dream. It was a memory.
My hands. Heavens. Look at my hands.
Those Yithian appendages could hardly be called hands, but that was how Evie perceived them.
I got grab hands. Hello, Elmo. How you doing? The only thing you won from a stream was a game for Mercy. You'll get there. I noticed that I broke the 900 follower thing. I was like, what do I do for 900 followers? Yeah, I broke it this morning apparently. So I got to figure that out. I do have some games to give away though.
This was part of my information exchange with the Yithians. I believed I had to tell the Yithians everything about my time in exchange for my freedom, but I was wrong.
Indeed, Yithians merely use the knowledge of others to plan their own decisions in the future and in the past.
Yeah, Yithians transcend time and space. Well, thank you, Casper. So yeah, I'll talk to Militia Cat and we'll figure out what we could do for the 900 followers there. In my time, 1956, advanced experiments are being conducted with nuclear power. Cheers to you, Casper. I took a drink for Night Dragon as well, but I had another one there for you as well. Thank you, Aladar. Yeah, I looked over last night. See, I keep those numbers usually hidden, right? And I looked over at my screen, and because they added the new horizontal and vertical setup, they unhid all my numbers last night. I was like, oh, I'm at like 898. I should probably figure something out. I'm wearing a sweater today. It's like 20-something degrees in my office space. But it's helping keep the rest of the house cool. There's a spreadsheet chat, everybody. In my time, 1956, advanced experiments are being conducted with nuclear power. Its principle is based on the fission of the atom, a process that releases an amount of energy a million times greater than that of traditional fuels. Since the war, nuclear fission has been applied for military purposes, but it is also being studied for civilian use to produce electricity. There are ongoing projects to build controlled reactors that could supply entire cities without the need for conventional fuels. Yep.
Looks like I also took notes of what happened here in Nicotis.
That's crazy, Aladar. 20 is hot? See, 20 is comfortable for me, and I can wear my hoodie, because the air has got a slight damp chill to it, because it's been raining. The creatures that inhabit this city, who claim to belong to the great race of Yith, employ an exceedingly complex system of transportation. All energy appears to be powered by a peculiar black fluid, which they handle with extreme caution and store in statue-shaped stone containers. This place is fascinating.
I can't believe I couldn't remember this amazing view of the towers of Nicotis.
That is beautiful. Look at that. That's not our sky. Those are some tall towers. I would not want to fall. Tropical storm's gonna hit. That should help cool things down a bit.
Find Everhart's notes and follow them.
But where are Everhart's notes? Where can I find them?
Oh, pretty dragonfly. Are you like a hummingbird in this world? That's beautiful. Find the Pacotus of your time. It's like what is it? Not biomorphic, bioluminescent water lily.
I always thought my dreams didn't take place here on Earth, but now I understand that this is how Earth used to be, millions of years ago.
Specifically, when the Earth's landmass was fused into one continent, Pangea.
Pangea.
Look at how tiny that Dimetrodon looks now.
It's so itty bitty. You're adorable. Look at you. You're cutie. The Metrodons are a cutie. Pass it on. Okay, I came from that way.
These ceilings sure are high.
Evie suddenly remembered the colossal corridors and massive stone slabs of the great library of Nakotas.
Okay, I don't want to go that way yet. I want to explore over this way a bit more. I'm looking for stuff like that. Trilobite statue. That guy! 10 streams! Thank you so much, my friend. How you doing?
That's an ammonite. Cephalopods that lived during the Devonian period, 400 million years ago.
Okay. So we're gonna get multiple pages. Yeah. Lots of information here, okay. Like golden laid white stone statues. I'm doing good today. I'm doing really good today. I'm having a great day. How's work going? Okay, that teleportation.
I remember this. I went to the Great Library every day.
But Evie, how? Well, you know what? Time doesn't matter. When you're dealing with these guys.
I believe I've seen some of these murals around here.
The murals depict creatures from the Cambrian to the Quaternary period, but no farther. I do not understand why. Are they incapable of going beyond that point? The only explanation is that something really important must have happened during our era. Perhaps something in our time limits their ability to travel mentally through time. I could try asking the great engineer, although he is very reluctant to speak about the future. Murals refer to the eras. Okay.
Look at all these volumes. All that knowledge. I wish I could come back here someday and read through all of these.
And this is Cosmic Bliss, everybody.
This mural doesn't look like decoration, but I'm not sure what it represents.
travel through time and space. You got an origin, and then you're moving outwards to a new destination.
Wow. Is this some kind of time location finder? Unbelievable.
Nakodic Archive 9, Central Map Instructions. Non-static astronomical representation by providing a constellation and era. The map returns to the spatial coordinates corresponding to the specific location. Acquired data, constellation, and desired era. Expected result, out of the spatial coordinates corresponding to that temporal era. Okay. So we got that. You go find a mini hoover. So... Yep. Good. Get a good proper clean in there. You will help you sleep better at night, and you will feel better about yourself. I think actually after stream I'm going to clean up my bed too, because I have 2 kids and they like to drag glitter into it.
This is the professor's handwriting. He really was in Nakotis.
What professor? I need new shoulders. That's more my problem. Is I'm having problems with my shoulders where they're locking into position and Solar system: Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Symbol correspondent. Oh. Okay, hang on a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That makes a lot more sense, because these would represent the distance between planets and the sun. So if you got the sun here, then you got the different planets. And the gap between them is the distance between them, and with proper spacing.
Another note from the professor.
Where the hell am I? Why do I keep dreaming of this strange place? When I wake up, I'm still on the island. And every night I return here. None of this has nothing to do with Nora, does it? Kind of in a way, but... The Time-Space Observatory operates using these symbols. Numbers is there in order. They must be related to the eras of the Earth. Okay, so if that's 1, that's 2, that might be 3? Well, the art of cleaning is the act of moving something from one place to another.
This observatory must be used to find the constellations associated with a specific time and location.
Yeah, the fires up in the north are crazy right now, Casper. And your friend is 10 minutes away from them. She might look at having to do like an evacuation if it doesn't get under control. Nakodic Archive, Volume 7. Instructions for use of the Spatio-Temporal Observatory. By providing a determined planet and era, it returns the constellation associated with that point in the space-time continuum. Date to be entered, planet, and desired era. Expected result: display the constellation and pattern associated with requested space-time point. Tactical item shuffling. Yep.
This is the altar I worked in.
He's 10 minutes from me and could get those photos of them from a high spot in town. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we're going to take a quick pause. I have ads coming up. We're going to do some more Gartic on stream, everybody. See, everyone seems to be enjoying that one. It's like a Pictionary where they draw like 9 different pictures and we guess what they're drawing. I'm going to stand up and stretch. I recommend you do the same thing as well. So, 3 minutes of ads. We'll be right back. And and then we'll continue on exploring the library here and finding out more lore. Oh, this is such a good game. Okay, 4-hour drive away, and they're taking 10 minutes away. Okay, I'll take a look at them in a minute, Casper. All right, I will be right back, everybody. Stand up, stretch, grab yourself a drink, stay hydrated in this heat, please. Get a snack, and let's figure out what these squiggly lines are appearing on screen. Be right back, everyone.
Grubbin bed steps in with his ghost hunting gear. Says, Gary the clown, your end is near. Gary floats up with a laugh so vile. Nice gadgets, Dad. Did you buy those on trial? Dad fires back. Oh, Gary, you jest. But your jokes, my friend, they're second best. At 12 Ravenwood Lane, it's a joke showdown. Grubbin Dad versus Gary, who's the real clown? Punchlines fly like ghostly moans. Dad jokes cut deep to spectral bones. Gary juggles his puns like phantom pies. Why did the ghost go to school to learn botany? Guys, Grubbin Dad grins, that's a decent try. But why did the skeleton quit? He couldn't find the time. Gary chuckles, oh, you've got some wit. But I've got a stash of jokes that won't quit. At 12 Ravenwood Lane, it's a joke showdown. Grubbin Dad versus Gary, who's the real clown? Punchlines fly like ghostly moans. Dad jokes cut deep to spectral Welcome to the realm where shadows snicker, where punchlines bite and chills grow thicker.
Have a good day at work, Crusader.
Joke lingers like a ghostly groan.
Hey, Mom. Welcome in.
In this haunted house, you're never alone. Laugh at the fear, grin at the gloom, dance with the spirits in this room. Grubbin Dad's here, so come take my hand.
Oh, welcome back from the ads, everybody.
Be a Grubbin, my friend. My friend. Cobwebs tell tales of puns long gone. Puns long gone. A demon chuckles, the banshee screams her song. Evil retreats when the jokes come fast. Laughter's the spell.
Yeah, we're going on to the next level.
Can you hear the giggles in the air? A spooky cackle, a laugh so rare. Laugh at the fear, grin at the gloom, dance with the spirits in this room. Grubbin Dad's here, so come take my hand. Together we smile, together
You guys did amazing. That TV one was really confusing. Like, they drew the whole TV and everything, and then point an arrow at the cable going up to it, like... Seriously. Like, that TV one, you guys were doing great, like, trying everything on that monitor, TV, display, and it was a freaking cable. I mean, some of them are like, all right.
Looks like I deciphered the numeric coding of...
So 1 is that, 2 is that, 7 is that, 6 is that. So you got what? 1, 2, 3. And then that would be 6. So is that a 3? Or is that a 4? So that's 1 plus 3 would be 4. That would make that 8. Yeah, you said power cord and power cord. Yeah, the words fly so fast. I actually like missed the ad return thing. I just got a new pin in the mail. My joints go up more than I do. I love that. Yeah, very accurate for you, Artemis. Good to see you here, by the way. I have missed having you around.
I don't understand this language.
I do. It says squiggle, 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 squiggle. All right, we got numbers. We got a bunch of stuff there.
What is this thing? I remember it.
For Eleanor's Daniel's diagnosis.
Whoa! My goodness! I'd forgotten about these light conveyor belts.
It's a light elevator.
Tyrannosaurus rex. A dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period. 68 million years ago.
Yep.
A Dimetrodon from the early Permian. 270 million years ago.
The sounds in this game are phenomenal too. Like just your footsteps walking around, like.
Wow. Everything is so beautiful here.
Okay, I want those. They look like a lot of fun. Just go back and forth and back and forth. EDS, connective tissue disorder causes a bunch of issues in the body, but it can also cause joints to be hypermobile or subtle, subplex, or fully discord. Yeah, Artemis has EDS as well. Both you lovely ladies have it, or looks like.
I suppose this mural refers to us, Homo sapiens. We appeared roughly 300,000 years ago, in the Middle Pleistocene.
Yeah, the human race is only 300,000 years old, by the way. We're pretty young.
Evie remembered the Dark Towers and understood where the Ithians drew their energy from. Somehow, they synthesized the black ooze and used it as fuel, but that meant that down there, confined within multiple levels of chambers and trapdoors never opened, lay the black smoke polyps.
In September, I finally get my appointment with the internal medicine clinic here to get a to start looking at what is actually causing like the swelling in my like lower legs and that. Hey Pickles, welcome in. The swelling is actually so bad at night that I can't wiggle my toes. I can wiggle them now. Trust me, I'm wiggling them because I can. But if you push hard on like my foot and my lower leg, you can actually leave indentations. Yeah, we got everything over on this side. Like lymphedema, which I have no idea what that is.
That seems to be a mammoth. Late Pliocene. 2.5 million years ago.
So there's our history things. Okay. Sucky, but all the same, better for some. Okay. So this is the machine we interact with. We have enough information to work off of. We're missing stuff. I'm missing clues. Work towards the garments. I need great pots. Oh, can we go up here? Yeah, like at first, like when I first approached my doctor about it, like almost a year ago, he's like, "Oh well, drink less water." I'm like, I'm not sure that's quite the answer.
The same constellation I saw in my dreams. It must be important if they built this lookout for it.
Okay, we got the constellation there. We've seen that constellation before in the first game. Always worthwhile checking the rooms for any more clues. You want to be thorough. While some puzzles can be completed with missing bits, some of them are impossible. What was that one thing that you mentioned there? Lymphedema. I'm gonna look that up. Curious now. Almost swollen, usually arms or legs, due to a buildup of protein-rich occurs. Looks fun. Lymphedema, I just looked it up. Yeah, and this is the library here. I mean, I have IOMS, irritable old man syndrome. Not to make light of anybody's condition there. Okay. We went down here. This is where we came from. I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something here. Front button, back button configuration. Yeah, we're all just a little bit different. Okay, so this is we walked out of here and like find the notes. I mean, if you want to like look at how I I fixed the scrolling issue over here. How, you know, we're each uniquely different. That there's simply just take a look at like how my ADHD impacts me versus it impacts other members of the community. There'll be times where you're like, oh yeah, no, you don't have ADHD. I'm like, trust me, I do. And like the difference between how I can be during daytime streams and evening streams. Realistically, I should probably start saying Grub and Dad After Darks are more Grub and Dad Unfiltered. Because that's one thing that my meds do help with, is they help with the verbal, like the mental filter. And usually by the time I do a third... There we go, what's this?
This is the ink I used to write with.
Okay, it's just ink. Usually by time the stream, you know, nighttime streams roll around, my meds have worn off. So I'm very unfiltered. But I am blessed to have the beautiful Militia Cat there with me to be like, hey, dial that back there, buddy. I appreciate that, Aladar. Yeah, last night was a lot of fun. Okay, so... this thing... what do you do? Nothing. That rotates those. Do we have any clue for them? Okay, so those look like... the planets? Okay. That rotates them. Interesting. Alright. I don't know what these symbols are. We don't have a reference point for these, do we? I think that's what we're missing, is these symbols. I don't recognize any of them. Yeah, we're missing those symbols. Can't do anything without those symbols and what they represent. Unless... okay. We can't rotate that in any way. Was there something over that way that I could look at? Something I'm missing that way. Where was the path over there? It was over this way, wasn't it? Yeah, it was over this way. I think so. Nope, that's taking me back here. Did I miss something? Because those symbols there, I need a reference for them. I don't have... I'm missing that one reference. These. Along the walls. I don't know what they mean. Looked at that. Looked at that. There's nothing over here. It's not... the game doesn't give you the clues in order. It has specific spots in the journal that it writes them down in. I need to go up. Now we're getting into the really complex puzzles where we're trying to decipher an alien language from reference points to create a time machine to take us to Narcosis of our time. There was the lift up in here. So this gives us our planet. We're looking at the third planet at the circle, double wave, and ball. We looked at that. We looked at this. Constellation and desired era. Okay, maybe... Oh, maybe. Hold on. I think I might know what that symbol set is. We're gonna check up and across real quick. Okay, we got T-Rex. We got the mammoth. We've got the area down there. I know, I love it. Every time I mentally go, wee! Woohoo! Yippee! Woohoo! I want one! I have one in my house. I just want it to go back and forth. It doesn't have to be long. Just, you know, just long enough for me to go whoop, whoop, whoop. Be so much fun. Oh, here we go. Okay. What's that do? These. Okay, so that's the fourth planet. I want the third planet. Ball to waves. Ball to waves. I want this one. And the era I want would be, so that's 7. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Is that right? I'm in a, I did all the driving I have to do this state today, which is, that's totally fair. Jeez. These are the symbols here. Okay, so, hang on, let's look at this here. Observatory. Planet and era, output, constellation. So side button is selection, back button is confirmation. Then the input is the constellation and the desired era, which outputs a new location. Okay, so murals refer to the eras. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our constellation is 1, 2, 3. Right there in the Goldilocks. So it's gotta be the right one, right? I love that, Riley. Alright, oh, and then hang on, we're looking for a constellation of that. But we're not seeing it up there. Well, Riley, if you got your bed clean, you know what that means. You get yourself a snack, right? That, and that. Do I have the right constellation? No, okay, maybe not. You just ate all the snacks? Oh, it's not made yet? Okay. So, we're at what? What's that number? That is 6. 7 is that. Okay, so they rotate. I'm missing a piece of evidence. 1, 2, 3. I want that planet. I want this era. Do I have the right planet selected? I think that's the right planet there. Okay, what happens if I start off at 0 here? What am I looking for? This, like, I swear, I think I'm looking for this symbol here, because... But I don't see it. They are changing, okay. Let's run that era with that planet. It could be made with a combination. In the first game, we did make them with a combination of them. But the machine, this other machine here, takes a constellation and then the desired era to take us to the one location. Give me a second here. Our overall goal is to find Nokotis and Evangeline's time. So we are currently in the second era, right? And we know that number 2 is 2 wavy lines. We know that we're on Earth in the second era. So let's look at that. Okay, let's bring it back down. I think we need to find it, then make it. Yeah, we can't rotate them around. So that's Earth. This should give us the current constellations in this time. if I've got my things right. So there it is, right there.
Yes, this is the constellation I've been looking for.
Okay, so there we are. And there's the constellation. So yeah, second era with the Dimitrodon. And we know that set number 2 on there is 2 wavy lines. So, and we know that Earth is 3, which is how we managed to get to that point. And now I can go to the time machine. Which is over this way. I mean, it's right there. I know, right? Wee! Yeah! Woohoo! And then we come out this way. Ready? Ready? Everybody, arms up! Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah, we got it! Woo! And over here. Now this machine makes sense to me. Our constellation is circle, wave, and that, which would be that. We need to rotate it. Like that. And then we're looking for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 would be 2 waves, a 1, 2, and a dot, which would give us a 5.
Eight, 9, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I remember now. Those were the coordinates. Great engineer, I know where to find the Nakotas of my time.
I'm sorry,
All I
Aladar.
have are Yithian coordinates. And there's no way out of here. There's one of those black smoke polyps on the other side of the chamber door.
Take my vessel.
What? The vessel? You mean the spaceship?
Evie's heart skipped a beat. Piloting a flying saucer was something straight out of a science fiction
Yes,
novel.
that's amazing. I got the
The
same
vessel
combination on my
can't happen.
luggage.
How am I supposed to...
Your mind is now fully synchronized.
I'm
with
still
Evie's.
sorry, Aladar. I'm sorry.
Travel to Nakotis. Stop, Bowen. Close the loop.
But what about you? I can't just leave you trapped here.
It is irrelevant. Close the loop. And with those final words, as Evangeline blinked, she found herself standing before Harry, back inside the Spitzbergen bunker again.
Evangeline? Can you hear me? Are you alright?
Yes. Yes, Professor. I'm here. I'm just a little bit dizzy.
Well, did you manage to talk with that thing? What did you find out?
We have to use the spaceship to get out of here.
What? How? Did that creature give you a crash course in flying saucers or something?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. But you have to trust me again, Professor.
Harry realized there wasn't much of a choice. It was that or remain trapped in that chamber forever.
All right, we're gonna fly a spaceship, y'all. Flying saucers. We're gonna get all Independence Day on this. ID4. Y'all pitch roll. Turn the sticky note upside down. Oh, I forgot to say the magic word. Open now.
Look on, Professor. Isn't this fascinating?
There doesn't seem to be any power. You sure you can pilot this spaceship?
I'm not sure pilot is the right word, Professor.
I'm not even sure ship is the right word. This looks more like a building than a vehicle.
Are they doing a sequel to Independence Day? I thought they did that already. It was horrible, wasn't it? I mean, let's be honest, the supermarket is like a time machine. You walk in expecting to be in and out in 15 minutes, pick up what you want. An hour and a half later.
There surely has to be a starter somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, a Spaceball sequel. I am looking forward to that. They brought Rick Moranis out. Rick Moranis came out of retirement for it. Well, looks like they got in here. No? Pray for you. You're about to go to the supermarket. Wizard, remember to take your temporal normalization device with you, aka your phone with an alarm set.
Evie recognized a platform very similar to the one in the refinery beneath the Virginia caves, and understood what she had to do.
Look, Professor, it's working. The spaceship is powered up now.
It's dangerous out there. Take this.
Damn it, where's the steering wheel?
It probably doesn't need one. It looks like an autopilot, but it doesn't just maintain altitude and course. It moves towards specific coordinates, which they express with numbers.
Yes, which you did write them down. Okay, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, not that way. Oh yeah, going to the supermarket with an empty stomach is a bad idea. All right. So, much like the TARDIS, we're going to transport ourselves within time and space. Instead of flying, we're going to move from point to point. Our first number is 8, which is... How does that make 7, though? Okay, 8, which is gonna be 3 lines and 2 balls. You're still melting? There's nothing I can do about the heat there, Riley. I'm sorry. Uh, 9, which I'm gonna assume is maxed out. Go down a line, which is gonna be 1, 2, 3. That. And then 3, which is that and that, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3. And that's 3, which would be 6. But that says it's 7. And that's, if that's a 3, we'll figure it out. 4, 1, 2, 3. Maybe. And Or is that 1, 2, is that 3? Well, that'd be 4. I need to go up 1. Move that. Oh, that's 3. That'd be 4. I need to add one of those. Okay. Down 1 here. 5. 1, 2, 3. Bulb.
No, this isn't working.
So I got my numbering wrong. Is that 5? Let's take that ball away. Let's take that line away. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. I get you. I get you. I understand. Line is dot. Yeah. Line is 1. So one. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is an 8. That's 9. And a 3 would be... We take that off and we go 1, 2, 3. We do that. And then 4, which is would be 1, 2, 3, and then this would be 4 right here. And 5 is that.
I think I've got it.
There we
Set
go.
the navigation system to the coordinates of Nakotis. There you are, Professor. The steering wheel.
Looks like one. Sort of.
I like these puzzles. I do.
Can you help me with this, please?
And push. Pull.
Buckle
All right.
up, Professor.
Full throttle.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Professor, better find something to hang on to.
Kind of looks like the TARDIS a bit, doesn't it?
Look, it's breaking the ice.
Woohoo! We're flying a
So where are we headed?
spaceship.
To Nakotis, or what's left of it. Those dreams you had about that place? They weren't dreams. You were there, millions of years ago.
Millions of years ago? What are you talking about?
The great race of Yith can transfer its mind to the past, present, or future. At some point, they exchanged minds with you. Good heavens. Can you imagine what that must be like? To move freely
I
through...
can imagine what the Nazis would have done if they'd gained that power.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, that Stahl fella still is among Bowen's gang of kooks. I'm not sure which I hate more, kooks or Nazis. In any case, I don't think anyone should meddle with that knowledge. As I've told you before, there are things we shouldn't... Evangeline, can you hear me? Evangeline? Oh, for heaven's sake, what's happening to you now?
Time and space?
Evangeline found herself in an unfamiliar place in an instant. For the 4th time in just a few hours.
Oh, come on. Now what? What's going on?
The difference was that this place didn't look like a Nakotic construction at all. Nor was she inside the body of an alien creature. It just looked like the future.
Why am I connected to this machine? And is this... This isn't my body. Where am I?
Evie jolted in shock. If she was in this body, then who was with Harry on the spaceship to Nakotis?
So, okay. In the first game, we don't so much explore cosmic horror, but cosmic bliss. The idea of being part of the great cosmic thing. Fox Fan explains it really well. She does a better idea of that there. And then you have the two sides of the same coin here with Harry. He's experiencing cosmic horror. That, he is small and insignificant, and the forces that they're dealing with, these elder gods that they're dealing with, and their powers and ability and technology are so far beyond what he can comprehend or even understand. and the realization that nobody should have this power. And Evie here is on the other side. She's in cosmic bliss. She's part of it to a point where she doesn't realize that she is a piece of it. She is ignorant and blissful of that fact. Foxfan does a really good explanation of it, and I kind of wish she was here so that she could explain.
Seems to be a more sophisticated version of the Spitzbergen mind link device.
If these doors don't go whoosh when I walk towards them, then
Evie didn't know whether to cry for help or stay
it's not the future.
But what she saw when she opened the door left no room for doubt.
Oh, they do go whoosh.
Oh no. That's Caleb Bowen.
So Bowen had gotten his way after all. How else could he be leading a top-secret research project for the government? And then Evie thought of something worse. What if Dr. West was none other than Caleb Bowen himself?
From the future? I mean, these would put us firmly in the year 2026 or so, or around there. Project Archive, Brain Research and Development, Providence, Rhode Island. Alright, I'm not sure what that state is. Is that Rhode Island? Yeah, clearly 2026. I recognize that photocopier. And server blades. This room would be freezing. And you wouldn't have a single door like that. You have an airlock.
So this rule overrides another one. Interesting.
A red light indicates that a cable is plugged into a region with no valid sockets. Red light overrides green. Anything on the back? No. A green light indicates that
useful.
At least one cable is plugged into a valid socket. Okay.
Seems like instructions for that brain device.
A yellow light indicates all cables are plugged into valid regions. Alright. Oh, Scyther! He's one of my favorites. Just me down here, nobody else. Just us squirrels.
So I was right. This machine is a kind of mind swapper.
During transfer, the RCPT connection schematic monitors display the emitter subject's brain waves. To reverse the transfer, the core must be stabilized and the RCPT connection schematic must be used again. Important, to avoid temporal paradoxes, the receiver subject's body must be used, original body must be used for reversal, Dr. West.
This device appears to interface directly with the brain.
Interesting. So we have light indicator sockets, regions, and sides.
Boy, this is getting complicated.
There's always one region with no valid sockets. Cables from the same side shouldn't be plugged into the same region. Otherwise, it'll short circuit. Correct sockets are always in different regions. Correct sockets are not linked to a specific cable. Ah, congratulations, Malishka! Oh, we're in 2006.
2006? Am I in the future? But how did I get here?
Despite her confusion, for a science fiction enthusiast like Evie, the sight was fascinating. She had already been to the Mesozoic, and now she was in the 21st century. And all within a couple of hours.
That's 0 degrees out there. That is freezing outside. Wait, did they put a date there? December 8th? Yeah, that makes sense.
Some things never change. Even in the future, folks keep goofing off at work.
There's an achievement called Leave Him to F Around. turn on the monitor and you get an achievement for it. Okay. Actually, what is he playing? Resume audio subtitles. American Arcadia. Oh, it's a reality show. Watching. What's that? Okay. I mean, you're working at a top secret facility. Let's just take a picture of our top secret thing, make it a poster, and stick it on the wall, right? I mean, that tracks.
What kind of machine is this?
It's the one we just got instructions for. Okay, those are regions. Those are sides. I need to reverse it. Okay. At least one cable is plugged into a valid socket. Okay, perfect. Nope. 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 Do that. All right. So we have green. All cables are plugged into valid regions. Okay. So at least one cable is plugged in. I need to get yellow lights. All cables are plugged into valid regions. Okay, so that one's yellow. Okay, good. That's green. 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 Yellow.
Okay, let's try again.
Those are yellow. All cables are plugged into valid regions. But are they plugged into the right sockets? At least one key. So how do I know when it's work? I need the yellow, right? Are valid regions? That one went yellow. Right? That's yellow. All cables are plugged into valid regions. At least one cable is in a valid socket. How do I...
Darn it. This
How,
isn't
but
right.
do I want yellow or do I want greens?
No, this isn't working. Darn it. This isn't right.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I think they might need to be in their own unique regions.
Yes. I
Okay.
did it. That mind-swapping device seems to be powered on.
Yeah, so okay, so if there's two cables in
This works.
I remember. So cable sockets are in different regions. Correct cable sockets are not linked to a specific cable. Cables from the same side shouldn't be plugged into the same region and create a short circuit. We had some cables in the same regions. So each one needed to be in its own unique one, and we needed greens to be... Yeah. Okay. Eye coffee, anybody?
I wonder what on earth the Project Archive is.
Project Archive is a complete success. The reversible cognitive pattern transfer prototype has proved to be more reliable since we installed the connectors. Without a doubt, the information provided by Bowen back in the day really helped us prevent potential failures. Let's fix my lurks. There we go. Okay, interesting. So Bowen had a hand in running this, and now he's kind of in charge of the whole deal.
A computer that connects to other computers. They must have used really advanced Yithian technology to create this.
Not really, no. But it would seem like it to somebody from just the end of the World War II. Internet access is restricted within Project Archive. If necessary, request authorization to access the network. All information will be monitored. The use of external storage devices is strictly prohibited. That would make sense, because you don't want anything coming in from outside.
Is this a computer? That's small? But the ENIAC model at Miskatonic takes up an entire room.
And weeks to program. And the first ever PC bug report, by the way, everybody, if you're curious, the very first bug report was the ENIAC machine was experiencing issues. It took them 2 weeks to trace each cable of the machine, and what they found was a moth that had eaten through the fabric coating of 2 cables, causing them to short together and electrocuted the moth. When they submitted the report, they had taped the dead moth to the report as the first official computer bug report. Fun fact: the ENIAC machine was once brought down by a moth. It was a literal bug report. Or I'll unmute you so they can hear you there. Yeah, literal bug report. It was a moth. It ate through the fabric coating of the cables and caused 2 wires to connect and shorted the system.
God,
Good
I
job.
hope this
High
works.
five.
I need it to
Well done.
work. It's got to.
It's got to.
Professor Everhart, listen carefully to what I have to tell you, please.
Evangeline, are you...
I am not Evangeline. I am Dr. West. Please, listen to me. You won't like what I'm about to say, but I need you to listen carefully and do exactly as I tell you. A greater plan is unfolding, and you must fulfill it to guarantee the survival of not only the human race, but of the space-time continuum itself.
What do you want from me?
I told you, I am Dr. West, and I'm here to tell you what will happen from now on. You will reach the ruins of Nicotis, and you will find Caleb Bowen. Don't worry, you will stop him.
Okay.
How can you possibly know what is going to happen? What about free will? What about...
I'm not finished. There is a price to pay for Bowen's defeat, and that is Evangeline's life.
What? You can't be serious.
I am. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum.
No chance, Harry thought. But he couldn't help wondering, if Dr. West really did know the future, could he actually be telling the truth?
I need to think about it.
Can't I at least think about it?
There is nothing to think about. Any other choice will mean Bowen's triumph and the collapse of the space-time continuum. There's no more time. But remember what I said. Evangeline must sacrifice herself.
Harry considered answering, but found nothing to say. Arguing with someone who could see the future was pointless.
I know you will do the right thing, Professor Everhart. After all, we've been through this before. Work, damn it! I made it. I'm back.
She's back!
Professor, what happened?
Evangeline? Are you here with me?
Yes, it's me. I'm back.
What happened to you? Where did you...
I was in the future, I believe. But what happened here? Someone pushed me out of my own body, Professor. Who was it?
Harry hesitated before answering. He knew his words might change what was about to happen.
Dr. West.
took over your body.
What? What for? What did he say?
For a brief instant, Harry thought of telling Evie about the sacrifice. But then he decided against it. That would only trouble her. And after all, Harry had already made up his mind. Or had he?
I don't
You
know.
said we're going to stop Bowen. We're going to make it.
Really? I don't know. Let's take that with a grain of salt for now. I need to tell you something. I don't know if this Dr. West can be trusted. I'm not sure, but I think he works, or worked, with Bowen.
Was that true? If it was, that changed everything. Harry had to tell Evie the truth, right now.
Evangeline, listen.
Professor, look! The ship's slowing down. We're descending. This looks like...
Chapter 5 completed. Confusing timelines. I have ads coming up in 1:30. I'm gonna watch that timer very carefully.
The Pacific Ocean.
Nakotis is somewhere in the Pacific?
Looks like it.
Hold on, Professor. I think we're about to land.
Actually, could a mod snooze them, please? Or maybe not?
Wait a sec.
Okay, nope. We can pause. We can pause. We can pause. All right, I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads, everybody. We got 50 seconds to fire them off. I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads. We're going to do some more Gartic. Pictionary. Be right back, everybody. You're not going to miss anything. Game is paused, I promise. Be right back. All right, let's do this. I'll be back in a minute. we set a new record. And yeah, Pickles, the same commands you can use for words on screen work with this as well. So if I'm had to step away, you can continue or reset.
Shadows slither, walls alive. Laughter echoes, can't survive. Creaking floorboards, whispers crawl. Ghostly fingers brush the hall. Heart pounding, closet tight. Hiding, shaking, endless night. Cash hides in the dark. Ghosts scream, teeth gleam, leave their mark. Closet doors don't block the doom. Nowhere safe in this cursed room. Cobweb curtains, cold and damp. Candle sputters, ghostly lamp. Footsteps stomping, banshee cries. Moonlight's prison, demon skies. Brassy guitar clash, keys divine. Spirits waltzing, on macabre line. Cash still trapped, no escape in sight. The ghosts grow louder, devour the night. Cash hides in the dark. Ghosts scream, teeth gleam, leave their mark. Closet doors don't block the doom. Nowhere safe in this cursed room.
Okay. Let's pause right there.
They have nothing to give.
You were totally on a roll. Chapter 6. I believe this is the last chapter of this. Oh, hey, look. We had time to change for the weather.
Red sand. This must be the great sandy desert.
So we're in Australia. We crossed half the world in, what, half an hour at most?
For all his fascination with Yithian tech, Harry didn't answer. He was still debating whether to tell Evie what he'd discussed with Dr. West.
Butterflies! But we're in Australia. They could kill us. Again, they did a phenomenal job with these set pieces. Like, the games are beautiful, but at the same time, I love how they're approaching the Lovecraftian lore. Like,
Here we are. This is Nakota's.
Wow.
breathtaking. Look at that. Sorry, Aladar.
Look, Professor. A camp.
Looks abandoned.
I forgot that not everybody has the same fascination and love of spiders that I have.
What a fool.
Finally, some action! I knew backing Starry Wisdom Society was a good idea. We're going to get whatever Pharaoh is after, and then he's going to introduce me to some bona fide big shots. Boy, I hope I get to meet Eisenhower. I can understand.
Somehow the Yithians were able to store light and channel it through those lenses.
Light input, light output, and Tokic device. Okay. We're not taking notes on this? Okay.
Apparently, Bowen's goons spent a good long while trying to force this massive stone door open.
Point it at the glass sphere. Okay.
Thank you, Sherlock.
Mind the pattern and the angle. Yeah, it's light. You're dealing with angles of refraction. I can see you. Okay. Evie, you have to stand right there. Like my kids, like, all right, I need to do something in the kitchen. Do you mind shifting? Okay, no, we're not dancing. Okay, here, Evie, you go to the left. I'm gonna go to the. You go to your right. I'm gonna go to my right, and let's go. I think every parent can
I'll
relate
stay
to
here,
that.
Professor. Let me know if you find anything.
Some carved symbols.
Yeah, but they don't do it on purpose, which is the funny part. It's fun cooking with Grub Boy in the kitchen, or working around Grubette in the kitchen, because like we're constantly doing that little dance. Just show another step over them. Once the shape is correctly aligned, the button activates as a validation mechanism. Interesting.
Does this manipulate the shapes?
These controls allow full 2-axis rotation of shapes rising out of the black liquid. Okay.
This is the Nazi who escaped from the radio station. I guess they ignored his warnings.
What does it say?
Never trust a Nazi, that's what.
We hear sounds beyond the doors, like wind howling in terror. They make my blood run cold. I heard those same sounds in Project Kronos. The sounds are against nature, but if our calculations are right, the machine should be on the other side. What machine are they after, though? Bowen is still lost in his fantasies about pharaohs and ancient gods. Nonsense and superstitions. I am more practical. When the time comes, I'll use the machine for something that actually matters. Whether he likes it or not. I'll fix the mistakes we've made in the past. Yeah. We know who wrote that one. Well, here's Professor Frog in the throat.
Well, look at that.
Ever since he got some black ooze on him back at Harry's house, Eugene Kingsley's health had collapsed, and he died not long after reaching Australia.
This metronome. Okay, we can't go up that way. I don't know, I was secretly hoping he'd reach a tragic end. Him and the other guy. Okay. So these are what we're going to use to change angles and things. All right. We got here, we got that, we got those. Okay. We got that, some black ooze.
Symbols. Interesting.
Interesting. I don't know what they mean yet.
So Stahl and Bowen had an argument. Big surprise.
It is just as Fornax found in the Virginia caves. The entrance to this settlement appears to be powered by black liquid. The spheres resonate at this frequency produced by the substance's reactions, and from this they generate geometric patterns. Most likely, this is the final security measure guarding access to the consciousness transmitter. I could figure this out in no time if only Stahl and Bone would stop arguing. Now, this must be the archaeologist. Got anything else over this way? We got what? Okay. So, we have some symbols and orbs to play with. We came in through here. We don't have character swap mechanics yet. Not seeing any other symbols. So that gives me that.
These controls seem to contain spheres of black ooze.
Okay. Is this a time-based puzzle? Hold on. Okay, so that one and that one. That one and that one rotating around. No, it's this one and this one. Okay, let's get them to reset. So this one and then this one. Okay, what does this do? Does this actually do anything? Okay, so that does that.
I can rotate the shapes using these controls.
And that, like that. Okay, so if we do that. Can I make third symbol? What's the point of rotating these? I'm missing some information here.
Are you supposed to be repeating the symbols on the wall?
No.
I don't know. Because what do I got? I got that. Okay.
I think I've got it.
Sort of.
Sort of.
What symbol was that? Wait, that makes no sense. Also, wait, there's a symbol over by Evangeline. Is that the one we just did? Yeah, because that's that. How come... Why did that work? I'm confused as to why that worked. I'm also confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing, because I'm dealing with light beams. Okay, what did that open? Raised that up. There's a a lens over there. Oh, I could go up here. Okay.
That really looks like Nakal architecture.
There's a lens there. There's a lens there.
This looks similar to the platform I used back on the island.
The tower's architectural structure differs from that of other Nakota constructions. Perhaps not part of the city. Reaching the top will not be easy. You can't exactly use a stepladder. No, we can't.
Seems she had a rare moment of good judgment.
Dr. Patricia Seckler might have been deeply interested in studying alien entities or mysterious flying polyps, but she wasn't willing to die for it.
Bowen, this is insane. I'm done. I'm done with your rituals, your masks, your aliases, and with your delusions. We won't find anything here besides death by the tendrils of those black smoke clouds. It's over. I'm leaving today. Don't try to talk me out of it. Farewell, Patricia. That rotated it right? Okay, I'm supposed to rotate these. Is there a way up to that? Okay, we got more stuff over here. We have a ladder. I think I may have just gotten dumb luck on that rotation. Because I still don't quite understand what I'm supposed to be doing yet.
Well, looks like that did something.
Okay.
How can these lenses still be so perfectly polished after millions of years down here?
Yithian technology never ceased to fascinate Harry.
Okay, so that's what I need to line these up. Which gives me this. Well, I can walk across the water here. Okay. So, what's over here? Oh, okay, I see. I see why I got dumb luck.
These symbols must mean something.
Pure dumb luck. There's another symbol. So I guess I have to make these symbols.
It wasn't the first time Harry had stepped onto a stone platform lifted by
That's what I
black
said.
ooze, and it still unsettled him.
Okay, so I guess I power this one. Nothing to worry about over there. I power this one with 1 and 3 somehow. Okay, so 1 and 3 is going to power another line set, maybe? So, hold on. Okay, so I got that lens there. Can I angle this to there?
Did you see anything like this in your visions of Nakotas, Evangeline?
The Yithian use technology based on mirrors and light, but this is the first time I've seen a system this complex.
Now, question is if I go up the ladder, am I going to lose this beam? Yes, okay. Thinking it's going to be about there. And that one I need to bring up to here. Okay. Grab that and angle that up to, I want to say, there? A little up and to the left. Okay. It would really be useful if I could swap characters for this part. Up and to the left. Let's go there. So yeah, I think you're right, Milishka. I've got to make these symbols. And I just got lucky on the rotation of the first one. Okay, maybe I'm aiming for that little ring there. Because that would make sense. Okay. I mean, I'm getting close. Are we in line yet? Yeah, there we are. Which lights that up. Which gives me these spinning at a quarter speed. Okay. So let's go and see if we can't make another set of symbols. And over and down this way. Over here. Okay, so that did that. So I guess when I got that symbol right, I activated the lift. I want 1 and 3 at about a quarter speed away. Is this right? There we go. Okay. So that gives me that. What happens if I add 2 to the mix? Okay, so this gives me this. I want to rotate it like that. And then that rotates... Whoa. Kind of like that. And this, I just want to bring that around like that. This is the third symbol piece, okay. So it's like the constellation puzzle at the end of the first game where we had to unlock pieces of it in order to progress to the next piece. We had to, when we're combining constellations.
All right. That one was tricky.
Yes, very similar.
Yeah, so, and yeah, to open up the doors. So each constellation piece that we unlocked gave us access to another door by combining the constellations. So now we can come in here, and we have our light well here. We need to get light into that. Which would give us the rotation for the last piece. So how do I get light in here? I don't see an easy way up there. So what if I got... Oh, bring light over here. Angle, there's a corner down there. I have to bring it down. So there's a source, comes over here, and we come up here. And we have this. There was no angle of reflection up there. So what if I take this one and aim it at that? Where's that shoot? Over there, but I can't climb up here, can I? No. So I don't think that's the right one, because I can't move that one yet. Not that I found anyways. Hold on a second. How about I go through here? That was cleverly hidden. Okay, that just brings that light over here. Which brings that there. Yeah, I didn't notice it. Like I've been running past it. Like I didn't notice it until I walked away. Like you hear and you can't see it. You run this way, and you can't see it because of the waterfall. So you don't process it. The only thing that hit me off was this little walkie bit. One thing I've learned is the game doesn't give you walking paths unless it wants you to walk some. Alright, so that lights up this mirror. Which I can bring down here to there. That there are no other mirrors. Except for the one in that one cave. So this one has to be aimed at, I guess, that puzzle? I mean, there is no... Yeah, there's no aiming point there, so... Do that. Okay. That gives us 1 and 2. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make that symbol. I can do these 3 lines. Hold on. What? Oh, you've moved. Hi.
The spheres are moving.
Okay. Okay, I see. That gives me the rotations. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go up the other one and swap that because I want to get the complete journal. There's an achievement for having the full journal. Bear with me, everybody. Now, is there anything in this one that I need to know about? Apart from somehow bringing light down. Okay, let's go up here. We only need to redirect 1 mirror over here to get that other puzzle piece working again. And I can click on it and get that journal entry. Sorry, the completionist in me is like, must fill the journal. I missed it in the first game, and I kind of want to do it in this one. Then I come over here to this. Which activates that.
Another one of those moving patterns. Event, watch out. I don't think it's ours. We really must be careful.
Okay. Apparently that also triggered part of the story. That thing is terrifying. Alright, good. Alright, so what's this one? This is, what, 1 and 2, 1 and 3. That point can stay there. Let's bring this one back around. Like that. There we go. And then this way. Still want to figure out how to get light into that room. Where is... I mean, that's the source light. So there's got to be... Looks like the walls move and rotate. Got to be some way in there. Alright, over here. That's 1 and 3 at a quarter. Okay. So 1 and 2 gives us that one. 1 and 3 at another quarter rotation. Come back. We don't need you yet. 1 and 3 gives us IS. What are you trying to tell me? One and 3, 1 and 2. Yeah, okay, we know that. And then if I wait till 1 passes there and I do that, it's roughly right? No. That's not right. 1 and 2 are a quarter turn. Okay, hang on a second here. Let's reset it all. All right. 1 and 2 should give me my Uzi thing. Why is my Uzi thing not coming by? Is that the right spacing? 1 and so if that's the button there, so when 1 is there, I need 2 there. So I need 1 at the button, and then 2's got to be roughly about a quarter behind it. So when 1 hits that spot, that should come out. But it's not doing it. How did I get this working before?
Pure dumb luck.
Yeah, pure dumb luck on my part, yeah. So hang on. If that's the bottom, that's 1. That's 2. That's got to be a quarter. Distance away. Now it's not working right. Because trying to reproduce that one. Okay. This one here is 1 and 2. So when 1 is here, 2's got to be there. So I guess I start 2 first, then 1, which gives me that. Okay. And then we can flip this one so it's like that. Close enough. And then this one here is 1 there and 3. So if I start 3 when 1 is at the next position. Gives me those. Okay. And those I need to rotate around. Like this. That doesn't look right. Like that. Which gives me that and that. And then that's that one. This is this one here. How do I get the circle? Because I can't make the bottom yet, can I? No, it doesn't do anything. And that one is showing me 1 and 2. I'm very confused by this. I'm very, very confused by this.
The trick is figuring out how to get that cupping thing, I think.
Well, I think the trick is I gotta figure out how to get the light down there. Oh, there's a Whoop Trio in chat, everybody. Garden you. So, is there anything else I can do up the ladder? Congratulations, Aladar. Okay, I do have a lens up here I can move. Okay. I thought it was just like the orb. What if I brought that down there? I thought it was just... I for some reason remember it just being a light orb. And then we come back down this way, and now we should be able to get this piece working, which is 3 and 4 in perfect harmony.
Good. I hope this is the last pattern.
For the sake of clarity, I just got the achievement filling 100% of Nora's journal. So, I guess no more journal pieces, and kind of a bit of a spoiler, sadly. Alright, let's do the last pattern. Which is 5 when ball 3 is right there. There we go. And then we flip it like that.
Yes, I opened it. The door's opening. Let's move ahead. Any sign of those polyps, Evangeline?
Not that I can see.
There was no sign of the polyps, true. But there was no sign of Bowen either.
Okay, that is a really cool door locking mechanism. Where'd you come from? Hi! You're like, I swear, you're like my kid following me around. Robin boy, where are you? Right there.
Footprints that lead to that huge door.
Good lord, what happened here?
Looks like they ran into those smoke things.
Hmm.
Poor bastards.
The shadow on the left belonged to Howard Carmichael III, playboy, athlete, and heir to Carmichael Industries. One black polyp was enough to obliterate him in seconds.
That's crazy. Crazy. Look at this. The floating orbs is so cool. But as a kid, I always wanted to get into like archaeology and paleontology, but never got into it because, well, my parents kind of discouraged it. But for me, this is really cool. I love this.
More of those footprints.
Maybe I should install and play some Forewarned at some point. Not quite the same, but...
Well, there's one of those cultists dead on the ground.
Bowen and Stahl had a last-minute argument over how the mind-swapping machine should be used. It didn't end well, especially for Stahl, whose dream of a 1,000-year Reich died right there with him.
Good! Although the fact that they wore their gowns, their robes down here, not exactly the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Practical tomb raiding wardrobe? I mean, Evie's got the right idea. Although, given that we're in Australia, I probably would have worn boots instead of kitten-heeled shoes. That's just my personal opinion.
Look at this architecture. Does it look familiar to you?
Professor, this looks like the archives. The great library from my memories, but back then it was full of life. This place is in ruins.
Makes sense, Evangeline. Millions of years have passed since you were here.
About 250? Those are big footprints. Evangeline, yeah, perfect. There we go. The size of that guy. Look at the size of those footprints. Okay, let's assume that the professor here is, what, 5'8", 5'10", which would put her at about 5'5", 5'4", average height. So size, I want to say 7, size 8 shoes, maybe? Those are massive. They're ginormous. Are we going to go face a giant? Or perhaps the devs just didn't anticipate somebody like me looking at the shoe size and going, those are huge feet. Ginormous feeses. Okay, I'm going to focus. Keep pushing onwards.
This is breathtaking.
If this is the place where I was millions of years ago, the mind-swapping device must be at the top of that basalt tower.
All right, well, hopefully there's a... Oh, there's... Pickles. There's a light beam roller coaster. Aladar, if you're still here, you may want to look away for this because...
This thing looks like a ray of light.
Yeah, look away for a second.
Whoa!
We're going
Oh,
wee!
gathering over there.
What's going on? What are they trying to do?
I don't know what drives those creatures. I don't understand what they do, or why they do it.
That was fun.
Professor, do you hear some kind of chanting?
Yes. And I believe I recognize the one chanting. I don't like this.
Oh, so cool.
Bowen, stop right there.
Everhart, what are you doing here? How did
I
you...
took the number 3 bus to Nakotas. Now get out of there, you idiot.
Don't even think about it, Professor. Not when I'm this close. The Bowens have spent generations searching for the knowledge we were promised. Oh, yes. Nyarlathotep, herald of the almighty Azathoth.
Cultist ranting always sounds ridiculous, especially when they spout their nonsense out loud.
Enough of this. I'll drag you out of there by your heels if I have to.
Do not come any closer. I'm warning you.
Of course, things change when cultists are armed.
Listen to me, Bowen. I know the great race of Yith. They've spoken to me, and you know it. Look around you. Those black polyps wiped out your entire cult. And you're next. You have nothing to gain, do you hear me?
I've convinced him, Evie thought. I actually convinced that stubborn old fool. I can't believe it.
You think you're gonna stop me with your empty talk, girl? I don't have time for your foolishness. The Black Pharaoh awaits.
Ugh, figures, Evie thought.
Yeah.
And when Bowen powered up the mind-swapping device, she realized she'd have to do something, and fast.
Professor, if he activates the mind-swapping device, we're finished!
Harry was out of time. He had to make a decision.
All right, I think this is the moment where we get to do it. Let's go with the ending.
Harry
That
remembered
yeah.
Dr. West's words.
That one.
Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum. Dr. West had to know what he was talking about. After all, he came from the future. He'd been in touch with the Yithian. He knew what would happen if Harry didn't follow his instructions.
Darn it! I have to stop him! You stay here!
Harry had learned that sometimes you had to make painful sacrifices. And this was certainly one of them.
I'm sorry, kid. I'm really sorry.
And without another word, Harry watched the stubborn Miskatonic physics student Evangeline Drayton sacrifice her life to save him and all of humanity. Evie found herself in the ooze pool, completely covered in the substance she feared most. She knew it was her death sentence, but at least she was going to make sure.
You're doing?
Shut your mouth, you weasel!
No, don't touch that. You'll interrupt the transfer process. No, no, no! Oh no, oh no. Not the ice.
And so,
Back to the ice you
on
go.
November 6th, 1957, in that basalt tower of the city that millions of years earlier had been Nakotas, Evangeline Claire Drayton was consumed by black ooze.
That's... I've snoozed the ads, by the way. 'Cause we had ads coming up.
Upon waking in that infinite ocean of blackness, Evie thought that she had died. Well, I hope it was worth something at least, she thought.
I want to give the ending of this game its proper due.
She was waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel when a voice surprised her. One she recognized instantly. Her father's voice.
Hey, Jitterbug.
Papa?
How's everything going, sweetie?
What is this? Am I dreaming?
I don't think we're dreaming.
No.
Then, am I dead?
No, Evie. No, you're not dead. And neither am I. Well, not exactly.
I mean, the Yithians exist outside of all of time and space, and for them
I don't
to...
understand anything, Papa. I have so many questions.
Yeah, I know. Easy, sweetheart. We have all the time in the world.
For them to go back to that point and bring her father's consciousness, and then her together, fitting reward.
What is this place? Where are we?
Well, this is the I-Core, kid. The core of the Elder God.
The Elder God? What is that?
Let's see, I don't know how to explain it. You know, I've never been too good with words, Evie. I know he had many names through the ages, but to me, it's simply the Elder God. His acts are hard to understand sometimes, but in his way, he connects us all beyond time and space. Yeah, but these are just, words. And words do not do him justice.
Frank didn't know how to put it into words, but he thought that maybe the Elder God was simply God.
And what does that Elder God want from me?
To offer you his gratitude.
Gratitude? For what?
You've contributed something really important, Evie. The Yithians sustain their energy by channeling the Black I-Core. That's the essence of the Elder God. And that process caused him immense pain and suffering. But you've put an end to it. You've given the great race another way to transfer their consciousness. And now, they live beyond time and space, connected to the Elder God.
But Papa, I haven't done anything. Except stopping Bowen.
Maybe not in your time. Not yet.
What? I don't understand.
But you will. Believe me.
I understand, Amber. It's a napping day. It's for up here. It's still like it's chilled and windy. Shadowstorm. Hi. How are you doing? No worries, Pickles. No worries. Okay. I can pause here. We're going to run the ads and get them out of the way. This is the end of the game, the conclusion of the story. We have a second ending. I'm going to go, after we're done with this, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the one where Henry sacrifices himself instead. And we'll go through that. But we're doing Evie's ending right now. I'm going to fire off the ads. I appreciate that, waiting until there was a break in the dialogue. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to fire off the ads. We're going to play some more Gartic. You know what it is. And I'll see everybody in 3 minutes, and then we'll finish Evie's ending, and then we're going to do Henry's ending after this. Okay, and then we've completed the game. We've beaten the game. All right, so be right back, everybody. Ad break.
Cash highs in the dark. Go scream, teeth gleam, leave their mark.
Yep, time for some Garlic Pictionary.
Doors don't block the doom. Nowhere safe in this cursed room.
That's a bloody spoke. Like, what do they want to call it? They're pointing at the spoke, which is the we just made that one. Like, some of those are crazy. Like the bike spoke one. Like, they're pointing at the line, which is the spoke of a bicycle wheel. I'm like, what word do you want? What combination of words do you want?
Faces frozen forevermore. I'll step through, I'll take the ride, I'll meet the shadows on the other side. Take me to the other side, where the lost souls roam and hide. I'm chasing echoes I can't deny. I'll face the
What is number 3?
take me to the other side.
All right, that's crazy. That was crazy. Do we want to keep going until we reset? Hi, Maroon, how you doing? Because this is the last ad break for the day. You have to get back to training? Okay, Ember. All right, we're gonna keep going on Gartic until it resets, and then we'll jump back into. Thing.
So we'd seen them all. If I was an EMF, I'd beep when you came through. So I'd never hunt a hallway unless it's me and you. All I want is to ghost hunt with you. Down those stairs and up past room 302.
I spelled it wrong.
Ghost hunt with you. If I was a worn-out map,
Oh, digging.
I'd fold into your pocket, keep all the stories I could tell. If I was a cheap red pen, I'd circle every clue. I'd cross out every do not
I don't understand what that bottom left one is. Coconut? How is that coconut wall? Well, moving on to the next one. Ribeye yet? Yeah. That's a new record and level if we beat this one. Go. Okay. Drinking fountain. Mud. They drew the pig, then they did the mud. Oh, pillowcase.
Grubbin' Dad's donks with his mighty boots in a world of syrup and sticky roots. His voice cracks, a rebel shouts, waffle, he chants.
Oh, what a way. So close. Yeah, the beer one Rune has always gotten us. That's, I think, the second time we've seen it. We have yet to get that one to work. Alright. Let's push through the last little bits of our game here. And I am going to disable raids so we don't get raided in and that. Okay. Perfect. Alright, well, why didn't the black ooze kill me?
I'm covered in that black ooze. Shouldn't I be dead?
No. No, his blood doesn't affect those who are connected to him.
Oh.
I died, somehow, on the island, but I came into contact with the Black Ichor, with his blood. That's why I'm here. And that's why he couldn't harm you even if he wanted to, because someone connected to him loves you and protects you. That's me, Jitterbug.
Who is Dr. West? Is it you?
Me? A doctor? Honey, I'm just a mechanic from Benoit.
Then who is it? Do you know?
Oh, you'll have the answer to that when you wake up, Evie.
That means I can't stay here with you, right?
Oh, Jitterbug. You're already here with me. Our whole family is, even my grandson.
What grandsons?
You need to go back to your time now.
Wait.
There's a life waiting for you. An important task you have to carry out, and people are depending on you. Harry is gonna need your help. You promise me you'll help him?
Yes, I promise.
Good. Oh,
We get a happy ending.
and one more thing. Tell him his wife is waiting for him in Englewood. Don't worry, he'll understand.
I will.
Well, I guess this is goodbye, Jitterbug. For now.
I love you so much, Papa. I'm going to miss you terribly.
Well, it's only a matter of time. A matter of time and space. And remember, I love you very much, Evangeline.
Evangeline? Evangeline! Can you hear me? You did it, Evangeline. You saved us all.
Don't come any closer, Professor. I'm covered in...
Do not worry. He is also connected to the I-Corps, Evie.
Evangeline couldn't believe her eyes. That was Caleb Bowen in that ridiculous Egyptian costume. Somehow he had survived the consciousness transfer.
Bowen! No! What is he doing here?
No, Evangeline, it's not what it looks like. It's...
My race is deeply grateful to you both.
Evie understood at once who
Yep.
was now occupying Caleb Bowen's body.
The loop is in the process of closure. That is optimal. But we must continue working.
Process of closure? What are you talking about?
Do not worry. What comes next will be far easier. We only need to follow the plan you and I laid out the first time you contacted me,
Wait, what plan?
Dr. West.
A story by Out of the Blue. That's Evie's ending. That was a really good game.
Definitely leave space for another.
It does leave space for another. It does leave an opening for a third one. And I like how I love how they are exploring like the Lovecraftian universe from a very different angle. Of instead of delving into mysteries and having using the Lovecraftian monsters, the creatures as the villains always hunting you, they're parts of the main character. Like they're main characters. Dr. Evangeline West, selected for the Apollo space program. Caleb Bowen donates billing to NASA. Even a letter from Katherine Johnson. Because like Cthulhu and the Lovecraftian universe, like the elder gods are so much more than just a unrecognizable, unknowable horror. They're multifaceted, and just putting them specifically into that they are monsters to be defeated.
We've never talked about it, but when the moment comes and I make the mind transfer, don't you think it would be easier
If you explain to my 1957 self who you are and what's going to happen in the future?
Yes.
What if something goes wrong with the loop because of that change? Wouldn't it break the space-time continuum?
Well, I'm not sure. I just wanted to spare you that unnecessary distress, and...
I'll handle it, Evie. You know it. It's already happened. Better not to take any risks.
I guess you're right, Harry. And as you say, if we're still here, it's because it already happened.
Yeah, they're more than just monsters to chase you around and be defeated. And they're exploring a completely different side of the Lovecraftian world universe and the Miskatonic world, like all of that, the art like that previously hasn't been touched on, and but they're not like they're not doing injustice to the stories and the lore and all that.
Harry Everhart died at 12:30 on May 6th, 1983. Moments after dying, Harry opened his eyes.
What happened? Where am I? I'm in Englewood. I'm young again.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Nora!
Heavens, you're certainly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today. Maybe I should not let you sleep in so much.
Nora, your hands are...
What? What's wrong with my hands? I promise I washed them before making breakfast.
What about your illness?
What illness? What are you talking about? I'm healthy as a horse. Hey, don't get used to me bringing you breakfast, okay? I'll be out on the porch. We've got a long day ahead of us, and all the time in the world, old pal.
Hi, Iro. How you doing? Close the loop. Finish the game. Yeah. They're not doing like the Lovecraftian stories and that the injustice. They're just telling from different angles. What happens if I hit continue? Can we do Harry's side of that? Okay, we're here. Okay, yeah, perfect. All right, if you have motion sickness,
looks like a ray of light.
Look away for a moment.
Whoa! The polyps are gathering over there.
What's going on? What are they trying to do?
I don't know what drives those creatures. I don't understand what they do, or why they do it.
All right, let's have Harry stop her sacrificing herself.
Chanting?
Yes, and I believe I recognize the one chanting. I don't like this.
Boop. Abracadabra. Where did you leave the jar of hot peppers?
Bowen, stop right there.
Everhart, what are you doing here? How did
I
you...
took the number 3 bus to Nakota's. Now get out of there, you idiot.
Still love that line.
Think about it, Professor. Not when I'm this close. The Bowens have spent generations searching for the knowledge we were promised. Oh, yes. Nyarlathotep, herald of the almighty Azathoth.
Cultist ranting
So we've heard this
sounds
already.
ridiculous, especially when they spout their nonsense out loud.
Enough of this. I'll drag you out of there by your heels if I have to.
Do not come any closer.
For the record, this is why you don't let the villain monologue.
Things change when cultists are armed.
Listen to me, Bowen. I know the great race of Yith. They've spoken to me, and you know it. Look around you. Those black polyps wiped out your entire cult.
Yeah, I can't skip the dialogue.
You're next. You have nothing to gain. Do you hear me?
I've convinced him, Evie thought. I actually convinced that stubborn
No.
fool. I can't believe it.
You think you're gonna stop me with your empty talk, girl? I've no time for your foolishness. The Black Pharaoh awaits.
Ugh, figures, Evie thought. And when Bowen powered up the mind-swapping device, she realized she'd have to do something, and fast.
Professor, if he activates the mind-swapping device, we're finished!
We are finished.
Time. He had to make a decision.
All right, we're stopping Evangelina taking her place.
Harry remembered Dr. West's words. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum. But he didn't give a rat's ass what Dr. West had to say. Harry wasn't going to let Frank Drayton's daughter meet the same fate as her father. There had to be another way.
Professor? Professor!
I'm sorry, kid. I'm really sorry for everything.
Harry!
And as she screamed, Evie watched the stubborn old grouchy archaeology professor sacrifice his life to save hers and all of humanity. Harry found himself in the ooze pool, completely covered in the substance he feared most. He knew this was his death sentence, but at least he was going to make sure Caleb didn't swap his mind with anyone.
Are you out of your mind, Everhart? Haven't you seen what that liquid does to humans?
I know it better than you do, you kook.
No, don't touch that. You'll interrupt the transfer process. No, no, no! Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Not
no!
the eyes.
And so, on November 6th, 1957, in that basalt tower of the city that millions of years earlier had been Nicotis, my husband, Harry Everhart, was consumed by the black ooze.
Okay, we get his ending now. The game is so good.
Upon waking in that infinite ocean of blackness, Harry thought that he had died. Well, I hope it was worth something at least, he thought.
The voice actress for Evangeline there, or Nora, did an amazing job. Like, she had to record multiple endings and multiple decision paths.
He was waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel when a voice surprised him. One he recognized instantly. My voice. Harry?
Nora?
I'm so glad to see you, my dear old pal.
Nora? Nora!
The devs went as far as changing, like, there's Nora's favorite flowers, the piano, the keys, his books.
Am I dreaming?
No, you're not dreaming.
Then I'm dead, right?
No, you're not dead either.
Records, their Christmas together. Address.
I don't understand, Nora. Everything is so confusing.
Easy, Harry. We've got plenty of time. Ask whatever you need to ask.
And they got smart. The time it takes you to walk from point A to point B to trigger the voice lines, they don't interrupt each other. In the first game, if you walk too fast, you could interrupt the voice acting.
Where am I? Where are we? What is this place?
This, Harry, is the Icor, a place beyond time and space. And now you're connected.
Connected to whom? To you?
To the Elder God. Both of us are.
What or who is this Elder God?
It's hard to provide a simple answer to such a complicated question, Harry. The Elder God has gone by many names throughout the ages. Amaterasu, Terrans, Kor Yithar, Kailamanu. His judgment is inscrutable, at times even incomprehensible. And in some way, those of us who are part of him are connected, beyond time and space. I don't know, Harry. Maybe the Elder God is simply God.
So they can't actually use Lovecraft or the Migo or any of the, or Dagon as direct references, because those are all copyrighted names, and I think they may have tried, but couldn't secure the rights to use them. But they managed to get Arkham and the Miskatonic, so.
What does the Elder God want?
To offer you its gratitude, It's what I've been trying to tell you ever since you and I parted ways.
The shadows. That was you?
Exactly. But it isn't easy to communicate with someone outside the Ichor. And I'll admit, an oily shadow probably wasn't the sight you were hoping for.
And why is the Elder God grateful to me?
The Yithians sustained their energy by channeling the Black Ichor. The Ichor is the essence of the Elder God. That process caused him immense pain and suffering, but you've put an end to it. You've given the Great Race another way to transfer their consciousness. And now they live beyond time and space, connected to the Elder God.
But Nora, I haven't done anything beyond stopping that kook Bowen.
Ah, but you will. And at the same time, you've already done it.
Nora, I don't think I follow.
Harry, it takes a while to understand what beyond time and space means. But you will, my love. Believe me.
So, wait, am I getting... I think I'm getting the point where it didn't matter who stopped Bowen? Like...
Just
good.
wait.
How is it
Just be
possible
patient.
that I didn't die? I'm covered in that black ooze.
The blood of the Elder God does not harm those who are connected to him. That's why it didn't harm me on the island. That's why you sent me there, remember? To be who I really was? Now he can't, and won't, hurt you either. Because connected to him is someone who loves you and protects you. And that's me, Harry.
Who is, or was, Dr. West? Is it you?
No, Harry. I'm just a humble art teacher from Newburyport. Don't worry. Dr. West will be waiting for you when you wake up.
That means I can't stay here with you, can I?
Harry, you're already here with me, my love. We've been together for all eternity.
What?
But you need to go back to your time now. There's a life waiting for you, an important task you have to carry out, and people who depend on you. Evie will need your help, and you'll only be able to help her if you live a whole life. Will you promise me that?
Yes, I promise.
And one more thing. Tell Evie Papa is waiting for her at the Benoit house with the whole family. She'll know what it means.
I'll tell her.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. For now.
I love you so much, Nora. I'm going to miss you terribly.
Don't be sad, Harry. It's only a matter of time. A matter of time and space. And remember, I love you too, Harry.
Harry, can you hear me?
Achievement I just got, hard-headed to the end.
Oh no.
You did it, Professor. You saved us all.
Don't come any closer, Evangeline. I'm covered in...
Do not worry. She is also connected to the Ichor, Professor Everhart.
Harry couldn't believe his eyes. That was Caleb Bowen in that ridiculous Egyptian costume. Somehow he had survived the consciousness transfer.
Bowen? No. What is he doing here?
No, Professor, it's not what it looks like. It's...
My race is deeply grateful to you both.
Harry understood at once who was now occupying Caleb Bowen's body.
The loop is in the process of closure. That is optimal.
Oh.
We must continue working.
Process of closure? What are you talking about?
Do not worry. What comes next will be far easier. We only need to follow the plan you and I laid out the first time you contacted me. Dr. West.
Okay, so... the game presents you with the illusion of free choice. As Harry asked, what about free choice? Like, are you saying we have no freedom, freedom of will? And the game presents you with the option of freedom of will, But in reality, everything was already predetermined. It didn't matter if Harry sacrificed himself or if Evie sacrificed herself. The end result is the same. It's just slightly different ending. She gets married. He retires. What else we got here? She still joins NASA. A big hug to you too, Iroh. Such a good game. I've been doing good. I've been doing good. We had smoke pass through, and I've been dealing with some health issues, but I'm refusing to let that stop me and keep pushing forward. Project Archive, confidential. How have you been? How have you been? You've been okay? Good. Good to hear. Nah, don't worry about the caps. I hit the caps lock key all the time.
We've never talked about it, but when the moment comes and I make the mind transfer, don't you think it would be easier
If you explain to my 1957 self who you are and what's going to happen in the future?
Yes.
What if something goes wrong with the loop because of that change? Wouldn't it break the space-time continuum?
Well, I'm not sure. I just wanted to spare you that unnecessary distress, and
I'll handle it, Evie. You know it. It's already happened. Better not to take any risks.
I guess you're right, Harry. And as you say, if we're still here, it's because it already happened.
Such a good game. Former Mistotonic, yeah, he died at 89.
Sorry.
Pickles!
Parted.
This is a deeply sentimental moment here. I mean, it's at the end of like a great love story. One of this time's greatest love stories ever. You know, greater than Romeo and Juliet. And you have to fart? My goodness, girl.
Harry Everhart died at 12:30 on May 6th, 1983. Moments after dying, Harry opened his eyes.
What happened? Where am I? I'm in Englewood. I'm young again.
Alright.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Nora!
Heavens! You're certainly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today.
I don't think they changed anything in
Maybe
this
I shouldn't
cutscene, but...
let you sleep in so much.
Nora! Your hands are...
What? What's wrong with my...
What's wrong with her hands? What's wrong with her hands? I mean, nothing wrong with her. Perfectly healthy. Oh, you
The
lost.
game got quiet there.
Sorry, I think I had all tabbed out trying to find a raid target, and it cut the sound from the game. My apologies. Yeah, it's the exact same cutscene. No new achievements or anything. Iroh, yeah, you know, no, never need to apologize. You never need to apologize for having to deal with life. I know Mem is live, yeah. She's playing Rec Runners. Who else we got that's live? Who else we got live? So, I absolutely loved that series, both games. Call of the Sea and Call of the Elder Gods. again, thank you, Paco and Helena, for gifting me Call of the Elder Gods. Absolutely amazing game. There are very few games that will that can hold my interest and make me want to play it every day like this, and really get invested into the story. And since Call of the Sea, and since he gifted me Call of the Elder Gods, and I discovered it was the sequel, and we played Call of the Sea, I've been like chomping at the bit to play Call of the Elder Gods with you guys, and I love this. It's like it reminds me of playing Out of Sight and Bramble the Mountain King with you guys. And like I really enjoy playing those types of games here on stream. They got that horror element to them, but at the same time, there's that they have a beautiful story. Nerdy Northerner who's playing WoW. The monkey here on my back here says I should probably avoid World of Warcraft stuff at the moment. Pop J-Dub, he's playing Photomology. Yeah, you know what? We could drop into him. Actually, the monkey that right here. Let me see. Bring him across here. There's a monkey here. There he is. That little monkey. And we just grab it on the floor. Give me a second. I don't want to leave him down there. He's gonna get rolled over and wrecked. There we are. His name is Wow. Yeah, Papa J-Dub, I've been there a couple times. He's a really good guy. But all right, so we have a raid target in mind here. I really enjoy playing these type of games on stream with you guys, and absolutely enjoy playing it. So I think what we're going to be doing is tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. I might need a palate cleanse, but we're going to be diving back into the Resident Evil series. I got some time here before I have to wrap things up. What do we got here? Resident Evil. So I have Resident Evil 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, the 2005 version, 5, 6, and Resident Evil Resistance. I don't know what that is. It looks like is that a multiplayer game? I don't know. But I have what looks like all the way up to Resident Evil 6. So we've got some Resident Evil games to play. I don't have 7, 8, or the new one yet, but I mean, we have time, right? Before I have to pick those ones up. We got time, because I believe the correct order, according to Game Hauntings, was play Resident Evil, then Resident Evil 0, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that gives you the main Resident Evil storyline, and then a Requiem wraps it up, while 7 and 8 are their own story. So we'll run through that. So there's a good chance that tomorrow, that might take a while. There's a good chance that tomorrow I'll be hopping back into Resident Evil and playing that, or I might do a little bit of a palate cleanse and play something like Funnel Runners or Ghost Exile, something along those lines there, just to reset the brain from the puzzles and the story of Call of the Elder Gods. I'll figure it out tomorrow morning. Let's be honest. I'll figure it in the morning. But we're gonna jump in. We're gonna be jumping back to Resident Evil and finishing those off. I still also have Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 to finish. So maybe we'll hammer that one out too. We got some options, but like I say, I absolutely love playing these types of games with you guys. Some of my most memorable games I've played on stream have been like Out of Sight and Bramble the Mountain King and these story-based horrors that we've gone through. Even Night Shift, for all of its janky, badly written story, was an absolute blast to play with you guys. So, I don't know. I might move back to that direction there. Just, we'll figure. I'll figure it out. I have to talk to Mushcat and figure things out. We'll see where things are. So here's the last Pokemon for the stream, everybody. It is a Pharaoh Seed. You're going to want to use a Sun Ball or Magnet Ball. And we are going to raid into Baba J-Dub, who is doing a game called Photonomaly. Oh, I've seen this one. It's a it's a horror game, kind of a bit of an anomaly game. So grab your raid messages. Raid message 1 is for everybody. All friends can use that. Raid message 2, you need a sub. Raid message 3, you do need a sub to use the emotes, at least in chat, but that's the one I do. My son did the emote with Boo Buddy with the sunglasses. Still proud of him. Always going to be proud of him for that one there. Adorable emote, and it is one of my favorites. We're going to raid Papa J-Dub. He is a fellow Canadian horror streamer. I've been in a couple of his streams. He is an absolute delight, and he's got a beautiful dog there as well. So let's go show him some love. Thank you guys so much. Again, thank you, Paco and Helena, for gifting me that game. Without that there, I wouldn't have been able to go down this journey, and it wouldn't. And yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Remember, my friends, you matter. You make a difference in the world, and you have an impact on the lives around you. So, keep being yourselves. Be kind to others, because you never know what they're going through. And if you want to see somebody truly awesome, just look in the mirror, because you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow, and let's go say hello to Papa J-Dub and spread some grub and love. Until tomorrow, bye!